Ah, my enigmatic warriors, my beautifully untamed outliers, you, the ones they dismissed, underestimated, cast aside like a whisper in the wind, you, the walking mysteries, the shadows that haunt their thoughts long after you've gone. Do you feel it? That shift, that quiet yet undeniable storm building beneath your skin? It's happening, and it's unstoppable. You are evolving. You are transforming into something they cannot define, something they cannot control. And that, oh, that terrifies them. They can't put a name to it, but they sense it. The way you carry yourself now, the way your presence commands attention without a single word. It unsettles them. They don't understand how someone they once overlooked could suddenly radiate this raw, untamed power. They thought beauty was something they could package, sell, or manipulate. But your beauty, it's not something that fits neatly into their world of filters and illusions. No, your beauty is in the way you move, the way you exist, the way you refuse to shrink for anyone. And that sends shivers down their spines. At first, they dismissed it, called it an illusion, a fleeting moment of confidence. But now they see it. They see the fire in your eyes, the unshakable force in your stance. You don't move the way you used to. You don't speak the way you used to. You don't ask for permission anymore, and that is what rattles them the most. You were supposed to stay in the box they built for you. You were supposed to remain small, quiet, compliant. But no. You had other plans. Somewhere along the way, you stopped needing their approval. You stopped waiting for validation that was never going to come. And the moment you did, everything changed. Now, they whisper. They watch. They wonder. How? How did you rise when they did everything to keep you down? How did you transform into this force they cannot ignore? They thought they had you figured out, a forgettable background character in their story. But instead, you became the plot twist they never saw coming. Oh, how it unsettles them. How it makes them shift uncomfortably in their seats. They don't understand why their own power seems to wane in your presence. Why their words falter. Why their confidence cracks when they stand next to you. Let me tell you why. True power, the kind you now possess, isn't given. It's not handed out like a cheap prize. It's forged. It's earned. And you have earned every ounce of it. They thought they had you trapped in their web of expectations, their rules, their limitations. Be this, do that, speak softly, don't take up too much space. Stay in your place. But you shattered every chain they wrapped around you, and now you wear your defiance like a crown. Your silence like a blade. This is the moment where everything shifts. This is the moment where they realize they can no longer define you. You walk into a room and the air changes. Not because you demand it, but because your presence does it naturally. They feel it, they see it, they know, without knowing why, that you are no longer one of them. You have become something else entirely, and that is what makes you dangerous. They will never understand you because you were never meant to be understood. You were meant to be felt. You were meant to be feared. You were meant to be free. And freedom? Oh, freedom is the one thing they never wanted you to taste. Because the second you stop playing their game, the board collapses. The second you stop chasing their approval, their power crumbles. And now they are the ones left scrambling, the ones second-guessing, the ones who cannot keep up. You were never supposed to survive this world. They built it with the expectation that you would break, that you would bend, that you would beg for acceptance. But look at you now. You should have been nothing more than a forgotten footnote, a fleeting name in someone else's story. But instead, you became the entire narrative. You became the force they cannot erase. And the best part? You didn't steal their power. You didn't take anything from them. No, you simply became. And in doing so, you exposed a truth they never wanted to face. The people who once towered over you, the ones who mocked, who doubted, who dismissed. They were never real to begin with. They were nothing more than reflections of a world too afraid to be authentic. But you no longer wear a mask. You are the mask. The mystery they will never solve. The presence that lingers long after you've left. The shadow that whispers of something greater. Something untamed. Something beyond their reach. True beauty. True power. It was never in your features. Never in their approval. Never in their validation. It was always in the way you disrupt. The way you force them to question. The way you exist so unapologetically that it shakes the foundation of their carefully constructed world. You are not a name. You are not a face. You are a force. And forces do not bow. They do not beg. They do not shrink. So let them whisper. Let them struggle to define you. Let them stay up at night, trying to make sense of what you have become. But know this. They will fail, because you are not something they can label. You are not something they can control. You are something they can only witness. And witnessing something they cannot contain, oh, that is their greatest nightmare. And you, my beautifully misunderstood warrior, you were born to be their nightmare. You were born to be unstoppable. Oh, but we are not done yet. No, no, no. This is only the beginning. Because now they're watching you with something new in their eyes. It's no longer just confusion. It's not just unease. It's fear. Real, raw, unshakable fear. You see, they spent so long believing you were beneath them. So long writing you off as forgettable, replaceable, insignificant. But now they see the truth. You were never beneath them. You were never one of them. You were always something greater, something beyond their comprehension. And now they are scrambling to keep up, to regain the control they never truly had. They speak of you in hushed tones now, as if saying your name too loudly might summon something they are not ready to face. They avoid your eyes, not because you intimidate them with brute force, but because your very existence exposes something fragile within them. You are a mirror they do not want to look into. You are proof that everything they built, their rules, their expectations, their fragile little hierarchy, was never real to begin with. And the funniest part? You did nothing but become. You didn't steal their power. You didn't take anything from them. You simply stopped needing them. And in doing so, you shattered the illusion they spent their entire lives believing. They call you dangerous now, a threat, an anomaly. But you already knew that, didn't you? That's the price of evolution. That's the cost of rising beyond the limits they set for you. The world does not welcome what it cannot control, and you, my beautifully untamed force, have become uncontrollable. So let them talk. Let them panic. Let them tremble beneath the weight of their own insecurity. You owe them no explanation, no apology, no softness. You were never meant to be understood. You were meant to be felt. You were meant to be feared. You were meant to be free. And now there is no force on this earth that can stop you.